Hello, paperweights. It is 7:46 p.m. and today is April 8 Wednesday, April 16th. Dang. I got to get better at that. So, okay. I have a couple reasons why I've not posted in a while to anybody who's out there listening. Um, I was doing a collab with someone, and the microphone during the whole thing was a little bleh. So we just had to go back and just not we just I can't speak today. So sorry. Um, we have to go back and re-record it because quite literally, it was not good. I had long story. But to make it short, but I had to send it back. Yeah. And I got a new microphone. And this microphone is picking up my voice great. It's really good with noise canceling, and I'm not entirely too sure how loud I sound right now. But sorry, sorry if I'm a little loud. Um, I re-recorded this like 3 times, and I did it for one reason. Literally, I did it for one reason, and the reason is because I literally didn't know how to start it off. Because I fear I spoke about this before, but why not speak on it again? But basically, these people are not funny. Specifically, the people who join and harass others in Zoom calls, or joins or uses walkie talkies to harass the people working and people in the drive throughs. What are you doing? Big question. What are you doing? And multiple people find it funny, but that's literally the only time I'm saying the people who find those type of videos funny are going through a phase, and then they'll come back a year later and be like, wow, I genuinely don't like watching this content, and then never watch them again. And then it's why? Because why would you join a Zoom call with no one's consent, by the way? You just hacked into those Zoom calls with no one's consent and then proceeded to throw their face on the internet to get mocked. The least you could do is not use their faces, not put their faces in it. But you've profited literally off of them. And they didn't even sign up to be in that joke. That's the crazy part. No one signed up to be in that. The person, so basically, this video popped up on my For You page, which, whoa, my For You page should know me a lot better, but basically, there was this one guy going from Zoom to Zoom, and they were vegan Zooms. Lots of them were talking about their vegan experiences, or a vegan cooking class, and for 90% of them, they were just eating meat right in their face. Now, I'm not vegan, and even I know that's very inconsiderate, and I'd say pretty disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And then proceeding to put their face out there. That's just one of those situations where if anyone were to do anything, they would go crying to their fans. The content creator would go crying to their fans and then be like, oh guys, these people are trying to sue me. And since their face is out there, their fans are gonna go take them off the internet. Not physically take them off the internet, but go and bully them off the internet. That's happened a lot. That's literally happened more times than I can count. More times than I can count on my finger. So, um, the only reason I'm speaking so loud, I'm so sorry, I'm not meaning to speak loud, but the only reason I'm speaking so loud is because I'm used to the old microphone and I'm used to projecting my voice in order for it to hear me, but I don't need to do that anymore because this microphone is very, 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 very sensitive. So I need to not do that. Shoot. I can't do that because this microphone is very sensitive. Like, it picks up on my voice well. Like, it's literally being held away from me. Like, it's at least an arm length away from me, and you hear how loud my voice is already? But anywho. So, this has happened more times than I can, like, count on my fingers. And it's just, like I said before, a simple case of this content creator can't defend themselves and has their fans do the dirty work, which is the whole reason their face is probably out there. So if any lawsuit were to happen, they could just immediately win it and not win the lawsuit. They definitely lose that, but win like the end game, which is kind of probably what they're like going after. And let's just not forget about the fact that like breaks a whole bunch of boundaries. You like no matter what, you cannot do that. You cannot join like Zooms of anyone because that literally just you were not invited. And that is just no one invited you there and they could like not saying they were talking about saying anything serious, but they could have been talking about some serious stuff. You never know. You never know if that code you put in took you to the wrong Zoom, and well, you never know. You literally never know. And and let's not talk about the fact no, let's talk about the fact that normalizes that type of bullying specifically. Um, that you can just blatantly do something that you know people asked you not to do. You could just, like, that's just normalizing being that type of bully. And these are the same people that grow up to be these exact same content creators. And there's one creator who, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but called a little girl fat. It was like a part of a drive-through prank, and he was like, "Oh, um, the the mother orders first, and he talks smack to her, and then the little girl orders, and he calls her fat." So see, now you're leaving an impression on your fans that that was funny, and that they can just go and call people fat, and then think they can get away with it. And I'm not one to say, oh, YouTubers should be setting examples because it's not up to the YouTuber to set an example. But there like is some level of like there's at least some level of human decency you can show. You should show. You should be showing that. There's like no. No. That's all I'm gonna say. No. And I'm holding my mic very far away and it's picking up on my voice very loud. So yeah. Anywho though. Um and then the guy in the video, the guy who said the thing, the guy who said that the little girl was fat, literally at the end of the video, went and then donated like $100 to a random worker. And he said, "Oh, To sum up what he said, because I don't remember what he said. This was a while ago. I watched this video a while ago. He was like, "Oh, I don't like doing stuff like that, and I'm gonna give back." And that's literally his way of not getting canceled, because he knew he would have got canceled for literally going after a child who was ordering because her mother allowed her to order. So she was ordering. And he knew he would have got canceled for that. So he decided to give back $100, and everyone was fine with it. Literally everyone was okay with it. But come on. Like, come on. And the only reason I'm not putting names is because that's literally free promotion towards them. If you think they care about if they're getting in trouble or not, they're the type of people to say all 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 publicity is good publicity. He's the same person to do that. And like, if you, I don't care who you give $100 to, the fact that you just called that child fat does not erase the fact that you called that child fat. Like, it does not matter what you donate, what you give, that doesn't make up for it. So, like, whatever, I guess. And then the crazy part is they will be like, "Oh, these videos are so original." No, it's not. Those videos are not original. Not in the slightest. Literally, harassment is the most unoriginal piece of content on the internet because it's been around for decades. People have been harassing others for decades, centuries, since the world has started spinning. People have been getting harassed. So it's not unoriginal. And it's pretty lazy. Gotta admit, it's pretty lazy because once they make one thing, they make the same thing over and over again. And the only reason they make the same thing over and over again is because they had the money to buy the equipment for the first prank video, and now they have to stick with it till they get more money from the next prank videos because they wasted all their money on that prank video. It's literally one big way of recycling money, of getting it, spending it, getting it again, spending it again on content that is the same thing, making it even less original and more lazy each time they do it. Because the crazy part is they will stop after a little bit and then only post compilations. So, I, I mean, I could see why people like it. I could see why people like that type of content. But I can also, like, from one of the people who genuinely not enjoyed it, but kind of watched it, it's that is all a face. It pops up on your For You page one day, just like it did. Just like it did when it first popped back up. It pops up on your For You page one day. You watch a couple videos, you get interested into the person, and then they start posting compilations like weeks later. After they run out of money to keep doing the same thing they're doing, they'll start posting compilations to get more money to start doing some quote unquote new things. And then that's when the phase starts to end. And then you leave the phase. And then a couple months, or yeah, months, it pops back up. And you watch one video. And your first response is, "What the heck are you doing? Why?" Because you never stay dumb. You never do. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you learned something from that phase. You learned that, hey, maybe let's not harass the people, then post their face on the internet so I can win a battle that technically I started. And as soon as you realize that not everyone's, but their content starts to get less interesting, and the more people stop supporting the people that do that, the more they're going to get desperate and the more crazy stuff they're going to do, which is why I'm saying there's no getting rid of them. Because the more the viewers start to drop, the more crazy stuff they do. But the more crazy stuff they do, the more chance they will of getting in jail. Getting put in jail. Looking at the one person who was scrolling on his phone and driving his McLaren down the freeway, then crashed and made his friend who was bleeding out of his head record. The more desperate you get, the more crazy things get. And then most likely people get hurt. And then when people get hurt, you most likely go to jail because you're responsible for doing the stupid thing. And that's exactly what's bound to happen. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's episode. And I've been talking at you for 16 minutes, and that's 16 minutes entirely too long. So, with that, I will be calling it quits for today. And I will be playing catch up on posting. So, bye bye, guys, and see you next episode.